away from work. Some like to sip on a drink during the holiday season, Jefferson.
And Todd was able to catch up with one of Calgary's great success stories. We may have the creative option you've been looking for.
During the holidays, we all like to have a drink, and most people might think a beer or liqueur might be the only option. Not the case. Manjit joins us from Minhas Breweries. Talk about beer, your relationship in Calgary, amazing success story that it is. You guys have a new product, new brewery coming to Calgary.
Right, yeah. We have been producing beers such as Mountain Crest for Calgarians and Albertans alike for a decade now, and we are excited to create, and we're opening a craft brewery in Calgary, and we'll be opening in March. And one of the products we'll be making out of there is a stout that we're going to be displaying today.
And tell us what a stout is. I think a lot of people hear the term might not know exactly what it's all about, and especially that craft beer term that seems to be going around a lot today.
Well, right. Craft beer itself is really beer that is made with really great ingredients and has sometimes a higher alcohol, and is just something to be shared and savored. It's not one of your beers that you just pound back anymore. Beer is really the new wine. And so a stout is a beer that is made with roasted malt, hops, yeast, and water. And it can sometimes be a little bitter. It has a nice rich color to it. It has a nice creamy head. And it is something that is really great with dessert.
And an ideal combination, yeah, that's what you've done. You've got the Yule log here. This is just perfect for the Christmas holidays, a nice stout beer that we can enjoy. The marketing campaign that you guys do, and I think most people probably know a lot about it. That's where we'll take you next.
High quality, low price. Now that's a thing of beauty. Boxer Lager, beer of champions.
And a big part of that recognizable marketing campaign is a recognizable face from the Boxer ads. White suit guy, great to see you.
Good to see you.
India Pale Ales, those are a popular beer for Canadians. And you guys have your own product line of India Pale Ales through Minhas Brewery.
That's right, it's the American Thumper IPA. And IPA is an India Pale Ale, and this beer originated in the 19th century. And it actually wasn't brewed in India. In fact, the beer was created in England, and what they did is they upped the alcohol content and the amount of hops in the beer, so the beer wouldn't get skunky when it was being transported and exported to India.
And really the craft beer market now that is around, certainly locally in Calgary, and really for beer drinkers around the world globally now, this is a big part of that.
That's right. And what's great about the IPA is not only is the alcohol content a little higher, and it's more hoppy, but it goes great with spicy fruit. Because the grassy nature of the beer and the smell and the flowery scent.
I like the way you're putting that.
Thank you. It excites the spices.
It sure does.
Right, so this is a Thai dish we have here. This would be perfect for an IPA. You can also have this with a spicy sausage on Christmas morning.
Very nice. Well, you know what? This is just one example of the combinations, and I think when we get into the beer segment, people can be a lot more creative with the holiday drinking. And it's, again, a fine example of what we're seeing. Being able to pair something like an IPA to a nice Thai dish, that, for the holiday season.